we have seen yesterday angular velocity, and it is denoted by omega. We know linear speed is nothing but distance upon time. Similarly, angular speed is nothing but angle upon time. We have seen the formula for omega as d theta by dt, means rate of change of angular displacement with time. That is, angular displacement is angle and dt is time. So angle upon time is equals to omega, the formula for angular speed omega. Just consider here magnitude and not direction. Therefore omega is equals to, let us find the value of this angle and this time t. When this particle is initially at point P and when it goes here, suppose at this point Q, then how much is this angle covered? It is 90 degree. It means pi by 2 radian. And when it goes at this point, suppose R, then how much is this angle? This much angle from point P to this point R. This angle is 180 degree. It means pi radian. And when it comes at this point, yes, how much is this angle? Total angle this much, 270 degree, means how much in radian? 3 pi by 2. And again when it comes at the same point P, then the total angle covered by the particle is 360 degree. It means 2 pi radian. So when the particle completes one revolution, the angle described by it is 2 pi radian. So let us take the value of angle as 2 pi radian. And how much is the time? As the particle covers one revolution, the time required for one revolution is called period. Therefore time is taken as t. Therefore omega becomes equals to 2 pi by t. Now if here you put the value of this 1 upon t as n, then we can write here as 2 pi n. Omega is equals to 2 pi n. And also here in this formula, if you multiply by r and divide by r in the numerator, then it becomes 2 pi r upon t and divided by r. What we done? Multiplied by r and divided by r. So r upon r, if you cancel this r and r, then we get the same as 2 pi by t. 2 pi r upon t is nothing but v, this one. Therefore omega becomes equals to v upon r. So the important relation here is omega is equals to v upon r. Therefore v is equals to r into omega.